Hello guys, welcome to Linux Joy channel. Today we are going to learn how to control your virtual machine with using vmrun command in VMware Workstation 15 Pro. This vmrun command is work on all VMware workstations. So generally, if you want to open your virtual machine in Windows environment as well as in Linux environment, we almost use graphical user interface. In Linux, I use sudo type vmware. It will ask my administrator password because I'm using the sudo command. That's the reason. So it's going to open the graphical user interface of VMware Workstation 15 Pro. So in this way I can choose my operating system. If I click on that start button, it will automatically start this virtual machine. Today's session we are not going to use the graphical user interface. Everything we are going to use in command line interface, and the command is vmrun. So let's get started. First I am going to close this. First, all the VMware, that means all the virtual machines will be stored in VMware folder. First, list out all the virtual machines in my operating system. How to do that? ls-l vmware. That means whenever you install a virtual machine in VMware Workstation 15 Pro, the virtual machine, all configuration files will be stored in VMware folder. So first we list out all the virtual machines in VMware folders, and here I am going to use one virtual machine, that is this CentOS 7 64-bit, to control this virtual machine with using vmrun command. So first list out all the config files which are available in CentOS 7 64-bit. So how to do that? Here I am going to explain CentOS 7 64-bit. Enter. So sorry, I need to mention that. Forget to mention the full path here. So these are all the files. Look out for .vmx file. You can clearly observe here CentOS 7 64-bit .vmx file. With using this file, controlling means we can start the virtual machine, we can reboot the virtual machine, we can shut down the virtual machine, as well as we can start your virtual machine without graphical user interface. So these are the things we are going to see right now. So first, how to start your virtual machine with using vmrun command in command line interface. To do that, sudo vmrun start and the full path of this .vmx file. The path is vmware and the folder is, you can observe, cent shift OS 7 64-bit. And next, cent OS, case sensitive, folder name is case sensitive, as well as .vmx file name also case sensitive. So don't write the spellings correctly here. CentOS 7 64-bit .vm okay. When I type this tab button, it will .vmx file. So this is the full path of the virtual machine .vmx file. So what is the command is sudo vmrun start vmware, that is the folder which all the virtual machines will be stored, and which virtual machine I choose, CentOS 7 64-bit version, and what is the .vmx file name is CentOS 7 64-bit.vmx, and press enter. You will find it will open in a new window like this. That means it started. Clearly you can observe here the virtual machine is started in graphical user interface. Now I am going to log in here. It won't take that much time. Please be patient. Yes. Here I can log in as root user. Voila. See, with using vmrun command I just executed. That means I started a virtual machine. So I log in here as a root user and minimize this virtual machine window and go to the command line interface, and here if I want to see the running VMs list, so how many virtual machines are running, so how to see the running virtual machines list, we have a command that is sudo vmrun, just type list. So here you can observe total running VMs are 1. Just now I executed this command, I started one virtual machine, so that's the reason it's showing VM1. And the path is, you can observe here, /home/karunakar vmware CentOS 7 64-bit folder and CentOS 7 64-bit .vmx file. So in this way I can see the list of running virtual machines. For suppose I want to restart a virtual machine, so how to do that? For that I have to use this command sudo vmrun reset and the full path of the vmx file, vmware shift send is 64-bit you have to mention the inverted commas here because it's a folder with gaps. And next, as usual, vmx file names send OS 7 64-bit .vmx. If I execute this command, the virtual machine automatically restart. So execute, cannot open, virtual machine cannot be found. Okay, maybe I typed that wrongly, so that's the reason it is showing like that. No problem. I can type once again vmware slash capital CentOS 7 here. You can observe this is the folder here, CentOS space 7 64-bit. Yes, that is the directory, right? And next, capital C. This is the vmx file. You can see here, empty capital OS space 7 64-bit .vmx. So I executed that successfully. That's the reason. And just to minimize this window and go to virtual machine. So it restarted. Before I start the virtual machine, now after executing that reset, it's using vmrun command. It automatically restart the virtual machine. Yes. Control Alt Enter to maximize the screen. And the username is root and the password is 7. That is your. Yep. That means the virtual machine just restarted again. And this way you can restart your virtual machine. So suppose I want to shut down the virtual machine. How to do that? Command is sudo vmrun stop and the full path of the vmx file. VMware CentOS 7 64-bit vmx. Enter. Sorry, you can observe here vmrun stop vmware CentOS 7 64-bit.vmx. So now you can see that you can't find the virtual machine here because that command is shut down the virtual machine. So what we learned right now, so how to start a virtual machine and how to reboot a virtual machine and how to stop a virtual machine. These three things we just now learn. And next thing is how to start a virtual machine without using graphical user interface. So I don't want to use graphical user interface. I just want to run in command line interface. So how to do that? Sudo vmrun start and .vmx path of the .vmx file. Simple vmware next. Okay, when I type this tab button, it will showing the full path of the .vmx file, so no need to worry. So just remember the path vmx. And last, we have to mention no GUI. That means I don't want to run that virtual machine with using graphical user interface. That's it. No GUI. Enter. Okay, minimize this. Here you can find that virtual machine here in my dock, because that is running without graphical user interface. So whether it is running or not, we don't know. So how to check that? Sudo vmrun list. Here you can see total running VMs are 1, and what is the virtual machine we are running here? CentOS 7 64-bit .vmx5. So in this way we can use vmrun commands. And how to connect this virtual machine which is not having the graphical user interface? We use SSH server, that is Open SSH server, to connect the virtual machine remotely. So for that purpose, you have to wait for my next video. In my next video, I tell you how to clone a virtual machine in VMware Workstation 15 Pro, as well as how we are going to connect remotely which virtual machine don't have the graphical user interface. So that's it for today. If you like my video, please click on that like button and share many people as you can, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching my video. This is Linux Joy signing off. Have a nice day.